News bandit around, and he's seen, there's a media blitz on him on this. They're trying to, portray him even as a poster boy of sorts. Well, it is only fair that, UMNO makes their decision. It's, in politics, it's their choice. It's none of our, concern or even influence. We have nothing to do with that. But should a person like him or any other so-called heavyweights or ministers, federal ministers coming in, yeah, I think it will only be fair that he be handled, appropriately. We'll cross the bridge when we come to it. Even if you don't have one, we'll beat one. But I'm quite sure that we will be ready with a potential candidate. But in the final analysis, if it is ever called for that I be fielded, I said to you that I'll seriously consider, because this is the demand of whatever. But I don't want to be, I don't want to be giving kind of a mixed message or a conflicting message. If I trust, a young candidate, then they got to fight that. They got to be fielded and be shown, and given the opportunity to fight a heavyweight, whatever, they could do an upset. They could trigger, they could themselves, whatever, fill in the shoe that I've left, however big it may be, but you got to allow them. Otherwise, it's always like that. The argument is always that, this time, and you'll never be given a chance, Rabi. So, I believe and I'm convinced that, I have candidates who are potentially, they are good in themselves. I've seen them. They are an activist. Unlike Zafrul, he's just a corporate banker who's coming in this way, but he doesn't quite understand, what is it to be an MP from a kampong, from a rural or semi suburban area where there are many, the ball game and the demands is entirely different from being an MP in Lembah Pantai or others, PJ and others. So, Ravi, this is what I have to say, that I've got to be consistent. I cannot send a message that if it is somebody like like him or the like, then the young leader, the young candidate cannot take on him. You could very well he could upstage him and debunk him, or because there are issues in politics, Rabi, there are numerous, okay, and and especially if someone a professional, comic background, you got to just allow for contestation as intense as possible. You can have someone, the one that I've seen before, coming in, splashing money all over, and then expect that the riot can be bought with this kind of thing. And already we have seen this around. So kind of the culture of cash is king is already around now. So the battle is not about money. It's not battle about the battle is about serving. It's about really identifying the riot's needs and their kind of hope and expectation, their kind of quandaries, their kind of problems. Be that whether it is about job, about livelihood, about wages, about there are the whole range of fishermen, petani, nelayan, penternak, small holders, peruncit, the entire spectrum of them, who are all kind of jobs and striving for a living. So those are the kind of constituency I have to handle for the last